Welcome to the 24th episode of Indie and Music Industry World. Ladies and gentlemen, Karen Waldrup.
All right, thanks for
Here we
that.
are. So,
We'll have some fun.
thank you so much for enjoying my podcast. I want to know everything about Blue Cowboy Boots is a pure smash. Congrats so
Thank you
much.
so much.
How is born Blue Cowboy Boots? Because it's amazing. How was the process of the song?
Man, Blue Cowboy Boots, I just love it. I love the song. It started from my friend Ed Hill, who he has so many amazing songs. He's an incredible songwriter. And he actually reached out to me with the idea. And he calls me up one day and he says, "Hey, I got a song for you. It's called Blue Cowboy Boots." And I'm like, yeah, I like it already. The title is amazing. And I didn't have a pair of Blue Cowboy Boots. When we wrote the song, of course, I bought a pair of Blue Cowboy Boots. And then I started to live the song, and I started to really experience the power of the Blue Cowboy Boots and how they made me feel, how they made other people feel. And basically the idea is that the boots are a representation of whatever that is for you, whether it's going out on the boat, makes you feel good, going fishing makes you feel good, take your wife to dinner makes you feel good. The Blue Cowboy Boots are like, I'm about to go have a good time.
How did you take the inspiration when you sing, maybe in the studio session, how did you approach of the song?
In the studio, I stepped into the song. So in the very opening line, it's, "I ain't riding in your rodeo, boy, I've had enough." So I just kind of put myself in I'm leaving somebody, I'm walking away from a situation. And so I just kind of stepped into the song. And it's just a fun dance party, feel good song, and not all songs have to be totally serious. I enjoy serious songs. I enjoy tear jerkers. I enjoy performing those. I enjoy writing those, all of the above. But then every now and then there's a song that should just feel good and just be funny and silly and really have no real seriousness about it. And Blue Cowboy Boots is that. It's my party song.
Yeah, it's amazing. I feel like you are just a lot of pop country rock. You mix a lot of styles in your tracks. That's cool. How did you find the right sound of a songs?
I think it's basically just digging deep inside yourself and your roots and where you're from. And being from South Louisiana, we have a pass. We have a special pass to kind of just do whatever we want. And Louisiana is all about individuality. We never try to get anyone to conform, really. That's my favorite thing about Louisiana is everybody just gets to totally be themselves. So for me, I just do whatever I feel. So if I think something sounds cool or if I think something sounds bad, I'll be like, I just don't really like that. Let's take that out. A cheesy keys part or whatever. But man, you put a horn on something, I'm partying. I love the horns. I enjoy putting saxophone, trumpet, trombone, whatever horns I can get my hands on. I enjoy adding horns to music. And I'll be doing that on my new record that we're working on right now. We're back in the studio next week working on a new record. So I just kind of do whatever feels good. If I like it, maybe other people will like it.
Yeah.
There's no formula.
How much is hard, there's a lot of you in the tracks, There's a lot of do you prefer just sing about you yourself, about just or maybe just universal messages, or what happens to your life, I feel inspired by your music,
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
You're
appreciate
welcome.
you. Thank you for that. That's the ultimate compliment. Say you feel inspired by my music. Thank you. That's
You're
amazing.
welcome.
I am blown away by the love that people give me for the music. It's a thrill. It's quite a ride. It's quite a journey. And the friends that you meet, the chaos that comes with it. So I appreciate you saying that. For me personally, I write whatever I want. If I want to write a song about Blue Cowboy Boots, I will. If I want to write a song about love, I will. If I want to write a song about community or faith or God or whatever I want to write about, I just write about that. So yes, I always try to make sure it's relatable. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like sometimes people overthink music. It's not really supposed to be a thinking thing. It's supposed to be a feeling thing. It's supposed to be an emotional thing.
Yeah.
So I usually just kind of, and the crazy thing is sometimes the song will come to you at a really inconvenient time. Like you're about to go to a gig or you're about to go to sleep. And God sends you. I believe they God. They're all very special and they all have a special place in my heart. So I don't know that I would ever say that any one song I've ever recorded is my favorite, but I will say that Blue Cowboy Boots is my favorite right now, because I think it's pretty normal for your favorite songs to be your new songs. I think that's normal.
Yeah, and you just got a lot of experience too on stage, Do you feel a lot of pressure too about it? Just like when you start to have a lot of success, how do you, or maybe just like something to push and go on, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I think, yeah, there's pressure for sure. I'm not going to sit here and say that there's not, because sometimes you'll be on the road and you'll be the tickets you like got to do an Instagram, so people buy tickets, and then you got to get there and you got to do sound check, and then you got to meet with the promoter, and then you got to eat, and then you got to do all this stuff. So there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
But I think I work well under pressure. I enjoy working under pressure. I like that. But I think that for me, the thing that keeps me going, I sleep a lot. I prioritize my sleep. I try to make sure I sleep at least 8 hours a night. I think that's really, really important for vocal health.
Yeah.
I drink water like a crazy person. I drink a gallon of water every day. I try. Yesterday I didn't hit it, but 2 days before I did. So if I missed one, I got a little left at the end of the day. It's like whatever. But I try to get a gallon of water a day, just to keep my voice. I'm talking all the time. I'm singing all the time. I mean, I'm literally immersed in music. Like my life is completely immersed in music. And then for me, the thing that I do for myself is I like to go to a little local place around here. It's my little spot. It's casual. I know the owner. Everybody leaves me alone.
Yeah. I understand you.
Have a glass of wine, get a fresh salad with a piece of fish on top, and I am just a happy person because it's on the water, and I really love the water. I love the lake. I love the ocean. I love a stream. I love a river. Anything with water, I'm all about that. So the lake is my getaway. I like to drop the kayaks in, get a good arm workout. So I try to balance better than I used to. I used to not do as good on that. I used to just go all the time. Now I'm trying to do better, getting up early. I'm growing up, I think.
Yeah, I think, and I can feel, you just grown as an artist too, which is the best moment, or maybe a place to where you take your inspiration, to just like for new songs, the right place, Is there something about maybe your neighborhood or?
Good question. I love Nashville. I love Music Row. I love being on Music Row. I love mixing on Music Row. I love tracking on Music Row. I love writing on Music Row. I love being on Music Row. There's a place on Music Row called the Virgin Hotel, and the rooftop has this view that overlooks the city, and I like to go up there and pay it overpriced for a glass of wine and just look at the city and dream and picture myself recording at the big studio behind me, and I like to dream. I like to dream.
Yeah.
I like to believe, dream. I like to hope, and I love to create.
Yeah, which is the best moment and the hard moment in your experience on The Voice,
The battles.
The battle.
The battles. Oh, hands down. It was like everything else was this hard. The battles was this hard. It was overwhelming to know that I had to do something that was, in my opinion, nothing against the show. I don't find that to be musical. I don't find it to be musical to have to battle somebody else musically. I just don't find that to be musical. I don't. Sorry.
Yeah, I think so.
I think music music is not a competition really. So it's like, yeah, drop the mic, it's not a competition, and I'm not used to that. I'm used to, like, I sing a song, I go sit down, I appreciate the other girl's song, she appreciates my song. We're not battling each other,
Yeah.
So that was very strange for me to have to battle somebody that I liked. I really liked Ryan. I really liked him. I didn't want him to go home, but I had no choice. I had to crush this guy. I had to crush him. I had to if I wanted to stay on the show. So I had to come up with vocal technique that was going to allow me to do so. And I remember there was a Sunday, man, bless his heart, he did not know what was going on in my room. But in my room, I was 8 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock at night, just focused in on making the best musical performance I could, using technique that he didn't think of, like dynamic, starting out really soft,
Yeah.
and letting yourself grow. That is a much better thing for a listener than if you start intense. They don't have anywhere to go. So I used every single possible thing I could think of, inflections in my vocal, specific breathing areas. It was a
hard.
brutal, it was probably, that Sunday was probably the hardest working behind the scenes day of my life. There was a day on set that was my hardest day of my career, hands
But
down.
you really think that talents are so important to make known an artist? You think an artist can be grown, or maybe can be here without it, as it's the same thing here in all the world, just like here too, all the talents, if you don't do talents here, you're nothing. That's the point.
True. Yeah, challenge is definitely, what keeps us going. And I look at Dolly Parton and I think about her all the time. And I can't wait to meet her one day. I believe that I will.
Yeah. Okay, I try to
have
contact her, and so I'll make you in touch with you. Yeah.
Tell her Waldrup is coming, whether you like it or not. But anyway, I think of her all the time because of how many times she's lost a family member and had to go on stage, or how many times she didn't feel good and had to go on stage. How many times did Dolly Parton not feel good and have to go on stage? She's a human, just like me. She probably had her days that she had a little cold, she had a headache, she didn't feel good, she felt sick, she felt like maybe she ate something the night before that didn't make her stomach feel good. There's a million things as humans that make us not feel good. So I think of her all the time. And Reba, how many times did they do what I'm about to do? If they can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
I've had my times, man, where I did not feel good and I had to go. And I did go, and I did do it, and I did it the best I could. And maybe it wasn't 100% because I didn't feel good, but I at least brought 95. I brought the best I could. And so I think that's probably the biggest challenge to overcome, is when you just don't feel good.
Yeah, the good thing of you, is that I feel that you stay true and honest and real in your journey in music, right? And that's a beautiful thing.
Thanks. And another thing that I think probably is one thing I did right, and we could talk about a million things I did wrong, because trust me, I've done a million things wrong. But I think one of the things I did right is that I've always stayed true to not only myself, but to the fans and to the people in my personal life. I joked with my drummer the other day. I said, I'm not smart enough to lie, because I can't keep up with it, because there's too many people in my life. If I started lying to one, then I'd have to remember what the truth or what the truth wasn't. So I just tell the truth to everybody, whether they like it or not. And most of the time, they get over it if they don't like it. We're not doing that song, y'all. Sorry. And they're like, oh man, that's the best song. But they get over it, And so I just try to just tell the truth. I've had to fire people. I've had to hire people. I've literally been through the ups and downs of being a business owner as well. Dealing with Uncle Sam, dealing with taxes, dealing with a manager, dealing with a business manager, there's a lot. It's a lot. A band, transportation, flights, travel, hotels.
I know. I imagine it.
So the best way is just to tell the truth. You tell the truth to everybody in your life. You don't have to remember anything.
Yeah.
You just do that. So that's
amazing.
probably something that I think translates through the music and through the fans, because they know if it comes out of my mouth, it is the truth. They can take it to the bank. You know, I don't go up promising things to people and not doing them. I pride myself on doing what I say I'm going to do.
Yeah, which will be, the direction of the sound of your new album,
Yes.
If there's something...
Yes, my new album is about faith, about hope, about dreams, about trust. It's about being a good person, loving people. It is a feel. This record is like a big hug. I mean, it is just a hug. I'm really, really excited. This is the record that I've been wanting to work on for years. I've made great records. I really believe
It will
that.
be smashed. I think it will be number one.
This one is a new caliber, and I've got a great producer, Jeff Huskins, who's producing it for me, and we're tracking it at the best studio in Nashville and mixing it in Atmos, and we're guns blazing on this baby.
Yeah.
I mean, we are bringing it. Yes, we are bringing it. So this one will be a whole new caliber.
I cannot wait to listen it, and I'll wait to you in Dallas. You can come for some shows too.
Absolutely, and I tell this to everybody who I talk to. The best thing to do is go to KarenWaldrup.com, put your email in, and that way you're getting my tour schedules when we tour, because right now we've been touring for the past year.
Yeah.
So we're moving into the studio. We're in the studio a lot over the next few months. So we're not touring as much as we were over the past year, because we got to make new music. That's the thing. People forget that.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
forget that. They're like, hey, aren't you playing in Dallas, or aren't you playing in Houston? Like,
Yeah,
just played in Houston a couple weeks ago. Sorry you missed it.
yeah.
We're
Yeah, people say you have to come back, where they want, they ask you gotta come back to all the countries. You don't have a life.
Absolutely, yes. So
Yeah.
yes, I would love to see you whenever you're in Dallas.
Yeah, sure. I will try to travel maybe and see you to another places too.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
I would love
absolutely.
to
Because I want to
see you.
listen to you live, And
Yes.
Blue Cowboy Boots, it's amazing. Thank you so much for taking your time with me, and I hope to see you soon in the US. You're
I hope to see you
incredible.
soon. I'm so happy for you getting to move to the US. I love the United States of America, and I'm happy that you get to move here and enjoy Dallas, and I look forward to seeing you in person.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. You got a friend. Have a good day. Bye.